Madam Chairman, I want to say thank you for your effort, but I am not pleased because I don't think the chairman owns this issue. I think the board owns this issue. And you have made an effort to try and address it. But we've had this conversation for quite a while. And we left the Culosi case with an incomplete action. And at no time did any staff say, let's get back on track and see what we can do to address the board's concerns. And so today we have in front of us something that's already put together, and we're saying that this will be a reflection of what Fairfax County will do. And I thought Fairfax County was the elected representative of the county that sets policy. And I'm just, I understand the reason why it's needed, but I really feel uncomfortable without having had the kind of discussion that we've tried to have here today about how do we assess where we are? How would we want to think of where we would want to go? What do we know about peer information? We are still utterly uninformed about peer activities that work on these commissions, and yet we're saying that we think that we want an ad hoc committee to move forward on it. I have a very strong feeling that we are going to muddy the waters of transparency, and that isn't what I'm here for. I really am looking for a transparent process, and I don't think doing that is through board matters. Board matters have been informational pieces. They have been opportunities to tee up an issue. But this is not small work for us to do. This is important work, because with the conversation that is being had, I think it is the board that needs to clear the mind of the citizens as to where we are. And I don't think I even need to say I support or don't support it, because guess what? It's in place. And that doesn't make me feel good. I just believe that we have worked on lots of issues and been able to come to a conclusion, maybe not unanimously, but a conclusion that can represent policy. But this is not the way that I would like to do it. I think maybe we have a bad email system, because if for some reason they said this was on our desk or came through our emails, they might have, but I would like to have been able to say, okay. But I have a concern that when our citizens see this, are they going to accept this as our open process to say we really want to address the concerns of transparency of our public safety system and be able to give them a confidence that it's really a legitimate one.
Thank you. Supervisor Hudgins, as I recall, the chairman laid this idea out at a previous board meeting, and then was going to flesh it out. I think we did talk about this one before.
We talked about it at a public safety meeting.
Madam Chairman.
There's an awful lot of expert information that we need to have reviewed. I don't feel comfortable, quite frankly, going over a lot of policies that are way beyond my ability to interpret. We need to have the experts come in and give us that sense, and then give us some recommendations.
So are we sitting on this commission?
No.
Well, but any member of the board wants to attend as well.
I think when I would set forth a commission, I would first want to gather what are all of the concerns of the individual board members to engage in that as it comes back to us, to ensure that the commission has looked at all the things that we have of concern. So that is my viewpoint. It does not have to be a unanimous viewpoint, obviously, but that is my concern, and I want it on the record. That is my concern.
Thank you. It's on the record. And Supervisor Hyland, on that point?
Yeah, on that point, I just wanted to clarify. We did not get a copy, and you may have thought we got a copy.
No, we didn't.
I just checked. I have not seen it in my office. I know a couple of us haven't. I wish we had, and I know that was probably your intent.
February 20th.
February 20th. I'll check in a minute when I'm done talking. But, Supervisor Hudgins' point was basically the point I was raising, is that the board should, at the front end of this, have the ability to as the elected leaders, to give our input on where we're going to go with this and what we're going to look at. And I'll leave it at that. But I will support the motion.
All right.